Thank you very much. As this is the second meeting that we are going to have with Ready Team. So I think we are going to learn more about the challenges, advantages of showing the business overseas. So as Acme is planning to plant a breeding manufacturing plant in Vietnam to facilitate sales in India and in China, here we have to all our team to understand the key consideration involved in moving manufacturing arm of the company overseas. So we have also to understand how those can might affect the performance and the efficiency of the company of the supply chain. So we're going also to see the risks and the benefits associated with overshowing a major branch of Acme. So before moving the manufacturing arms of the company overseas, we have to understand some key considerations, which are communication, cultural barriers, lack of control, legal hassle. So for communication, you have to make sure that the product are translated from India, from idea to design, from prototype of requiring persistent communication from the design manufacturing team. So this have to have better understanding how to pay much attention to communication as it might lead to loss in production, time, materials, loss of funds, and this might also be caused by a discomfort of foreign language. There, the mission and the vision have to be conveyed in that foreign language regardless of its toughness. So there is what we call cultural barriers. We have to understand the cultural differences. As this is a cultural, this is crucial in moving companies' branch in other countries. So there are some countries which have high cultural values compared to others which are tough. For example, India and China. This might be hard when meeting face to face. We have to spend plenty of our time looking for right manufacturers. So we're going to also to see lack of control, regardless of the type of manufacturer you will choose, which best suits your needs. So you must sometimes feel like there is a lack of control over your business. This is requires to look for someone to inspect your business, the business for you. So in addition to that, the business close because they are running out of materials for production. You need to consider all this. So there is legal hassles. For example, some business find hard to operate in a foreign countries due to political insecurity or social injustice. So this also affects manufacturing facilities. So these have to be also considered, as there have been companies have been reporting to China and India the same case. So this is the great opportunity to consider all this when of showing your business. So we're going to see how moving the manufacturing arms of overseas can affect the performance and the efficiency in the supply chain. So for communication, due to difference in communication, there should be limitation in the communication, which also might affect the procurement ability, force of for the procurement, loss of items, demurrer, storage fees, inability to plan inventory in unhappy customer, and the breakdown in relationship. So for cultural barrier and the lack of control, the cultural based there should be the business can be also affected by the cultural based beliefs, and which can lead to employee turnover, conflict at workplace, and which can also affect the smooth supply chain execution, which decreases the company's manufacturing performance, customer service, and service. So we're going also to see what we call legal hassles. For example, some companies have been affected by the political insecurity, social injustice. So this affect the company in different ways, whereby the company decreases output and outcome. So there is also risks and benefits associated with overshowing your major branch overseas, and which can also affect Acme. So as overshowing happens when people allocate their their business, their product, and a different service to to different countries. Overshowing also allows the business owners to focus on strategizing business growth as details of tasks and like accounting and marketing from their hands without worrying about the possibility of a decline in the quality of work. So this means that actually will find there's benefits of showing business such as focusing on strategize the business growth as to be taking of tasks like accounting, which will be like changing different marketing from hand. And without worrying about the possibility of decline the quality of work. So lower cost, exercise control, lower costs. The statistics show that some companies have gaining from 30 to 50 benefits or compared to other countries which are not showing their business. So Acme will be able to attain the flexibility and business expansion. Overshowing reduces the cost, which might also be one of the most expensive part of the business, whereby finding a favorable labor costs. So this will allow the Acme to invest the funds into the business and it provides opportunity of expanding the offering and also service. And for example, in some countries, the skilled and experienced employees are found on low cost. So, which means that in some countries, different employees to occupy different positions will be available on low cost, which will benefits Acme. So, regardless of all things that I've talked about above regarding the benefits and other advantage, so we're going to see the risks associated with overshowing the business, by which Acme might be impacted, or which Acme might face. So there will be covert cost, lack of customer focus, engagement, calibration, synchronization, risk of exposing confidential information to other team or unconcerned people. And there's a risk of insecurity and the government regulation which can disturb the business. And this can also affect Acme as the country in which it operates in when it has when it doesn't have security. So another thing that can affect Acme as it is operating in different countries can be also culture. So these are the different risks that can be associated with overshowing the business. So thank you very much for the briefing and thank you very much for your attention. I hope you are going to improve or you are going to see the picture of how Acme will operate and overseas. Thank you very much.